We're live from Alameda, California.
Holy ground, stand with me on holy ground. Maybe it's a bush burning in the wilderness and it is not consumed. Maybe it's a shack by the side of the road. Maybe it's a simple room. Maybe it's a building on a New York street that used to be a church and now it's burned to the ground, and all you can see is the facade and its sign that says revolutionary love. Or maybe it's this hour we spend together. Maybe it's this little time, me in my chair and you in yours, seeking the rhythm and the rhyme. Maybe this is a holy, holy place. Let's go up into a holy place. Let's go up into a dreaming space. Visions coming like a summer rain, till the garden comes alive again. Shall we see the tongues of fire? Shall we hear the great wind roar? Shall we know the awesome power that we've only glimpsed before? Shall we know the wondrous presence that can make us laugh and weep? Shall we know the pain of waking up when for so long we've been asleep? Oh, let's go up into a holy place. Let's go up into a dreaming space. Visions coming like a summer rain, till the garden comes alive again. Shall we know the hungry longing of the child at mother's breast? Shall we drink till there's no wanting, only all-consuming rest? Shall we leap with boundless pleasure through the forests and the fields? Shall we look for buried treasure? Let sacred soil her bounty yield. Her bounty yield. Let's go up into a holy place. Let's go up into a dreaming space. Visions coming like a summer rain, wisdom's portal? Shall we bask in wisdom's light? Though the light may burn and sear us, shall we not shine like stars at night? Stars at night. Let's go up into a holy place. Let's go up into a dreaming space. Visions coming like a summer rain, till the garden comes alive again. Welcome. Well, I have good news. Sonia is back after a 2-week hiatus to take care of a lot of other business, including my son Aaron having some surgery and a trip that they took to Florida. Sonia is back, and we are sure glad to have her back in the picture, doing her wonderful work with video. And Beverly's here, Sonia's here, Jane's in the other room watching. So here we are. And my guest today, oh, I can't wait. But a couple of songs first. My guest today loves the church so dearly and deeply. She loves Jesus and she loves people, and she is a sought-after conference speaker, an author, and a pastor. But what I know about my guest is how very much she loves the church. Last year in 2020, in January, I had a chance to be in New York City, which is one of my favorite places in the whole world to be. And I got a chance to sing in Middle Collegiate Church. Now, Middle Collegiate Church started out its life a long time ago as a very typical kind of white Dutch Reformed church. And it has changed so drastically. And a lot of that change has to do with the person who I'm going to be talking to in a little while. I want to sing you 2 songs about the church. And I think both of these songs are characteristic of Middle Collegiate Church in New York City. We're going to learn all about that church and what's happening now. But this is a song that many of you know. And I sensed this when I was in that church in January of last year. If this is not a place. If this is not a place where tears are understood, then where shall I go to cry? And if this is not a place where my spirit can take wings, then where shall I go to fly? I don't need another place for trying to impress you. Just how good and virtuous I am. No, no, no. I don't need another place for always being on top of things. Everybody knows that it's a sham, yeah, you know. I don't need another place for always wearing smiles, even when it's not the way I feel. No, no, I don't need another place to mount the same old platitudes, 'cause you and I both know that it's not real. So if this is not a place where my questions can be asked, then where shall I go to seek? And if this is not a place where my heart cry can be heard, then where shall I go to speak? I don't need another place for trying to impress you with just how good and virtuous I am. Hey, no, no, I don't need another place for always being on top of things. Everybody knows that it's a sham, you know. I don't need another place for always wearing smiles, even when it's not the way I feel. No, 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 I don't need one more place to mouth those same old platitudes, 'cause you and I both know that it's not real. So if this is not a place where tears are understood, where shall I go? Where shall I go to fly? As many of you know, I spend a great deal of my life for the last, 45 years in churches. And I see so much hiding going on. I see so much cover going on. Even in my own church, bless their hearts. It's a wonderful church. Good people. But we don't want to talk about scary stuff. We don't want to talk about our fears. We don't want to talk about the ways that we're failing. We don't want to make that kind of convention. We can talk about, what are we doing for the environment, or how can we fix up our building, or what are we doing for the kids in the inner city? But we don't want to talk about our shame. We don't want to talk about our worries. We don't want to talk about the ways that we're not living up to what we thought we were going to be or do. And when I went to middle last January, oh my word, it was a crowd of people who were just there, just themselves, not afraid to just be who they are. This most diverse crowd. We had every color of skin, every nationality under the rainbow, and they were all together, just being together. And this is what I thought about Middle. This song was written for somebody else, but it's really all about Middle Church, and it's all about my wonderful guest who's going to be talking to you in just a few minutes. This is called The Real Thing, and it's on the album Nothing Like the Rain. It goes like this. I want to see a church that sounds and smells like welcome, where people meet beyond the walls of race and clan and creed. I want to see a church where mercy grows like gardens. Health and hope meet hand in hand, and loving takes the lead. I want to see a church come alive in every culture, speaking grace in every language, hope in every tongue. Alive with conversation, communion and connection. Words of love are spoken here, and pathos and passion can be sung. I want to see the real thing. I want to see the big deal. I want to see the God life that can turn a soul around. I want to feel the Spirit. Oh man. I want to hear the music. I want to see the God power that can break the barriers down. I don't want to see another institution with platitudes and promises and pretty songs to sing. What I want to see is a law-born revolution. What I want to see is the real thing. I want to see a church that can help me find that Jesus way. Put my feet on that narrow road he spoke of long ago. I want to see a church where people lift each other up to make the changes and the choices that will help our spirits grow. I want to see a church where everybody matters. Everyone, no matter who, has special gifts to give. I want to see a church to help me find my place of service. We give, receive, belong, believe, and that is how we live. I want to see the big deal. I want to see the real thing. I want to see the God life that can turn a soul around. I want to hear the music. I want to feel the Spirit. I want to see the God power that can break the barriers down. I don't want to see another institution with platitudes and promises and pretty songs to sing. What I want to see is a love-born revolution. What I want to see is the real thing. I want to see a church all dressed in generosity, where giving is delight and people rush to sacrifice. I want to see a church where no one ever goes without. No matter how much love may cost, people run to pay the price. I want to see a church that dares to speak with honesty. No compromise, no clever lies, no dumbing down. I want to see a church that will speak the truth to everyone. The high, the low, the rich, the poor, the prisoner, and the crowned. I want to see the real thing. I want to see the big deal. I want to see the God life can turn a soul around. I want to feel the Spirit. God, I want to hear the music. I want to see the God power that can break the barriers down. I don't want to see just one more institution with promises and platitudes, pretty songs to sing, even if they're mine. What I want to see is a love-born revolution. What I want to see is the real thing. The person I'm introducing now is the pastor of that church, the senior pastor of that church. She is a well-known and well-beloved and sought-after conference speaker. She's an author. She's a teacher. She's a thinker. She is on the forefront of what the new church is going to look like. She is a good friend of the guest who will be here next week. I'll tell you about him later. I want to introduce to you one of the people who I admire so deeply. I want to introduce Jacqui Lewis. Hello, Jacqui. Are you there?
Hello, Ken. I'm here.
There she is. Oh my goodness, it's good to see you. I'm so honored that you'd be here on our show.
Thank you. Gosh, this has been one of the nicest moments of my day.
Oh, good.
Just to listen to your music and to let the sound wash over me. I am so blessed by this time. Thank you very much.
We've got a lot of things to talk about. Middle Collegiate Church had a very interesting event happen a few weeks ago. You want to tell us what happened?
Yes. Thank you, Ken. In fact, this Sunday, Middle Church is celebrating in worship the last time we were together in our physical space. We shut down during COVID, the first Sunday in March. So this Sunday we're celebrating how kind of sad we have been about that. Also how we have found things in the digital spaces we didn't think we would. But on December 5th, our church burned down. A fire started in a building next door to us. It was empty. There had been some asbestos abatement being done, and their building burned down. And in the East Village, we're all on top of each other. So the fire leapt over to my building and burned down our entire sanctuary, leaving only the facade and destroying much of our sacred property. So we who had been out of our building and thought we'd go back soon, now have no building to go back to.
Have no building to go back to. So what's the mood in the church? What are people saying? What are you hearing from the congregation?
Yeah, well, a few things. One is just the COVID sorrow of all of us. We lost relatively few people, but we lost people. We lost members. Members lost family. That sense of isolation, Ken, and being separated. Middle's an extroverted, huggy. You've been there. An activated, huggy church. So we miss touching each other. So there's that mood. There's the mood of the nation, which has been one of anti-Asian violence, anti-Black violence, kind of a spirit of division, divisiveness, hatred. That breaks our heart because we are like the love bunnies. We're like... we're Black and white and Asian and Hispanic and
boy, did I feel that when we were at the church in January of last year. Oh my word! I mean, it was such a wonderful mix, such a wonderful bringing together of so many different traditions and different peoples, so many sounds and smells and colors and all
the things.
It was just amazing.
And so when the nation is as fractured, as divided as it is, we feel personally wounded by that,
Yeah,
corporately
yeah,
wounded by
yeah,
that,
yeah.
because our revolutionary love is all about how can we come to the middle, no pun intended, and work it out. So there's that feeling. And I think also right now we're feeling a kind of stubborn resilience.
Okay, that's what I was going to get to.
But
I'll
the
bet you
fire
that's
can't burn
yeah.
revolutionary love, right? The fire can't destroy our love.
Nope,
So
nope.
that's happening too.
So how did you ever find yourself the pastor of a Dutch Reformed church?
Oh my God, why? I don't know. I don't know. I was in grad school working on a PhD
Yeah,
in psychology and religion, and wondering why 11 o'clock is such a segregated hour, Ken.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so I
yeah, yeah.
came to middle to study it. I came to study how did they do this? What was the ethic? What was the psychology? What was the dynamic?
Oh,
And
oh.
when I got through studying them, they hired me. And that was a good benefit. And and
Oh.
we are like the Dutch Reformed Church is the oldest church in North America.
Yep, yep.
So we bought the land from the Lenape, meaning we took it. We built our buildings on stolen land
Yeah, yeah,
with
yeah.
stolen labor. So we have much repairing to do, and I think we're really doing it. Our staffs are diverse. Our work is pro LGBT, pro Black Lives Matter, pro women, pro justice. I think God has used our history to teach us how to make a better future.
Two things I want to talk about. One is the book. You have a new book that you've just sent to the
Yes,
publisher, if I'm
yes.
not. So, can you give us a little hint about that book?
You're so kind to ask. That's why I have dark circles, everybody. If you see my dark circles, it's because I just finished my book. Um, it's, it's called Fierce Love, A Bold Path to a Better Life and a Better World. It's coming out on Harmony, which is an imprint of Penguin Random
Yep,
House.
yep.
I've worked with this amazing editor named Marnie Cochran. 3 sections: love you, love your posse, love your people, and love the world. It's very much all the world's religions say love your neighbor as yourself. So this is very much about really the revolutionary act of loving self so that you actually can love your neighbor and love your posse. And so you actually can love and heal the world. So there's 9 chapters, 9 steps, and it comes out in November.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So, our people will be able to get it on Amazon or wherever they get their
That's right.
books, right?
Wherever you get your books, and they'll be pre-selling in April. So we'll be pre-selling in April at our
And speaking
Revolutionary Love Conference.
and speaking of April, I want to hear about this conference because we heard when I was at Middle last year, everybody was talking about the conference. And so I want our people, we have several hundred people who are watching right now.
Yeah.
I want them to know what the conference is all about. And can somebody register for it? Can somebody get into it?
Absolutely, Ken. Last year we pivoted to a digital conference because of COVID, and this year we've planned a digital conference. It is April 15 to 18. It's called Revolutionary Love: The Courage to Imagine. So, Ken, we're hoping artists, activists, teachers, preachers, prophets, poets will find their way to this space for 3 days of laboratory of learning from clergy, from poets, from writers, from teachers, from activists, lawyers. How can we make a better America is really the question. And we're 100 days into the administration when this happens. So together, can we imagine a
Yeah.
better tomorrow out of our faith? A
Oh
world
man.
Jesus will be proud of, let's say. Can we do it
Okay.
together?
Okay. Before we go any further, I want to get you to sing for us in a minute, but I want to do from what I've heard so far. Let me just highlight the conference and what we've been talking about with a little improvisation, and then
It's so amazing. I
I'm
love
going to
the way
get
you
you
do
to sing.
that. Okay.
Can you imagine the shape of of revolutionary love. Can you imagine the sound of revolutionary love? What does it look like in the city streets? What does it look like in the countryside? What does it look like in a hospital ward? What does it look like to someone who is bound and tied to oppression day by day that will not go away? Someone misunderstood. What does it look like, this good called revolutionary love? Fierce love, resistant love, unfailing love. So many sounds and so many smells and so many colors and so many languages. Come see the shape of revolutionary love.
Okay, who's going to send me that? I need that.
We will.
Oh my
We'll send you a
God,
recording.
that's so great.
We'll send you a recording. So tell us a little before I get you to sing for us. And you are inclined sometimes when you preach, you are inclined to jump into song. In fact, I remember we were together at the Wild Goose Festival.
Yeah.
And you started your sermon and you broke into a song, and I happened to be at a keyboard, so I just kind of vamped in behind you, and it was so cool.
So cool.
But anyway, tell us a little bit about what worship is like at Middle, because it's really quite unique the way worship goes.
It really is. And, some people say Middle's diversity looks like a New York subway, but the music is like Broadway or gospel concert. I think it is art that drops us right in. You might walk in and there might be puppets. There might be somebody dancing on the pews. There might be classical music or jazz or gospel music. But the sense of just joy can, even when we're hurting, it's a party. It's just Easter. Every Sunday is Easter.
Yeah.
And there's something for you. Like no matter who you are, there'll be a piece of something for you. Something quiet, some African song, the children doing something touching, someone reading something that'll inspire you. We just really spend a lot of time to try to make worship multivocal. And, you're Mr. Amazing composer, but also improv. So that balance of structure and play. It's very playful and very joyous and also very emotive. Mm-hmm. So even online, we've been able to recreate the sense of spontaneity, of energy, of theme that builds momentum for the movement that we're trying to build of love and justice. So people can come at middlechurch.org at 11:45.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna ask you to sing for me.
So Ken, I've been thinking about, so this is one thing about Middle too, is everything is sacred, right? Everything is sacred. And I was thinking about, I've been really thinking about the Holy Spirit right now, as how she, he, it, they guiding us through this crazy time, through the wilderness.
Yep.
And there's this amazing pop song by Billy Preston and Sarita called Born Again. And my sister and I used to sing this for our mom all the time. Mom has died now, but it goes a little bit like this. Let me see if I can find a key that makes sense for me just by myself. Come bring me your softness. Comfort me through all this madness. Spirit, don't you know with you I'm born again. Come give me your sweetness. Now there's you, there is no weakness. Lying safe within your arms, I'm born again. I was half, not whole, in step with none, reaching through this world in need of one. Come show me your kindness. In your arms I know I'll find this. Spirit, don't you know with you I'm born again. Lying safe with you, I'm born again.
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Spirit has warmed my heart and turned me around. Tomorrow's a different day now that she's here. It'll be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Revolutionary love has claimed me now. Easter is every week of all the year. Every Sunday is a day to play in the park. It'll be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Spirit, come, fall fresh on us, wake us and shake us, love us and move us. Thank you, my friend, for all these special words. Thank you for being here on this lovely screen. We wish you the best, and we'll be joining you in April on a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Oh, harmony already. One more time, the name of the conference.
Revolutionary Love, The Courage to Imagine. April 15 to 18. Go to revolutionaryloveconference.com and register. Good price so you can come play with us.
Jacqui Lewis, thank you. I am so honored that you spent some time with me.
Thank you so much.
It's so much fun.
You're wonderful.
And we wish you the best. We
Thank
wish you the best. And may the fires of the Spirit always burn, and may the fires that burn these buildings down not.
Amen.
Amen.
No more burning buildings.
Thank you so, so much. See you next time. Come down, Jesus, like a rock rolling down the hill. Crush the head of the serpent until the serpent is lying still. Come down, Jesus, like a rock on which we stand. Lift our feet from the miry clay and from the sinking sand. Come down, Jesus. Come down, Jesus. Come down, Jesus. Oh, come down. 'Cause we've been waiting a long, long time. Come down, Jesus, like the wind from a hurricane. Blow away all the poison clouds over every hill and plain. Come down, Jesus, like a gentle morning breeze. Bring us back the springtime. Put new leaves on our trees. Come down, Jesus. Come down, Jesus. Come down, Jesus. Oh, come down. 'Cause we've been waiting a long, long time. Like a great refiner's fire, burn the dross and keep the gold. Let the flames leap higher and high. Come down, Jesus, like a fire in a winter storm. Melt the ice within us and turn our cold into warm. Come down, Jesus. Come down, Jesus. Come down, Jesus. Oh, come down. 'Cause we've been waiting a long, long time. Waiting such a long, long time. Waiting a long, long time. Waiting such a long, long time. Waiting a long, long time. Waiting such a long, long time. Waiting a long, long time. Yeah. Waiting a long, long time. Waiting a long We've been waiting, 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 waiting. Such a long, long, long time. There's a wonderful, wonderful word that comes to us from East Africa. It's the word Ubuntu. Ubuntu. Some of you know it as a software program. But Ubuntu actually is a word that's kind of like shalom. It means we are together. We belong together. We are sisters and brothers. I am because we are. Now that'll preach. Bishop Desmond Tutu says it like this. Ubuntu means I am because we are, and we are because Christ is. Now that'll preach, Liz. That'll preach anywhere. I was privileged to be part of the music for a conference several years ago, and we used as our theme the word Ubuntu. And we built everything around the whole idea of this sacred community that we build together. And I wanted to sing Ubuntu for you. And it's a song that has an echo, actually. We sing the chorus together, and the chorus goes, Ubuntu, Ubuntu, sharing our visions and dreams. Ubuntu, where justice flows like a life-giving stream. The people together, joining our hearts and our hands to welcome the stranger and cherish the friend and to work for the peace of the land. And so we do life. I'll sing that part. Now, the verses are echo. So it goes like this. I'll sing, sisters and brothers. You chime in, sisters and brothers. I'll sing, made for communion, bound to each other, bound to each other. One holy union, drawn by a vision, you get the idea? Now, toward the end of the verse, I'll say my part, because I sing this last part alone. Made by God's power to live as God's own, made to be seen and be heard and to be known. So in each verse there'll be the part that we echo, and then there'll be my part that I sing alone, just because I can. Because I'm the writer, and because I'm on the piano and you're not. So no. That's the way it will go. So in preparing to sing this, I had all these sort of drums and cymbals and stuff, and I thought, no, I think I'd like to use some hand percussion. So I recorded some hand percussion. I recorded some slaps. I recorded some sound like a shaker, and I recorded lip sound. So I'll show you a little bit of what the hand percussion sounds like. So that's what it sounds like. So now we're going to sing this song together. Let's see. There's my sound. Okay, so you echo me on the verse. I'll sing the chorus by itself first, and then I'll say echo, and then I'll sing the phrase, and you sing it after. But don't be chicken. Don't be scared. Everybody will understand. This is your homework. Sing with me. Here we go. All right, fun. justice flows like a life-giving stream. All the people together, joining our hearts and our hands to welcome the stranger and cherish the friend and to work for the peace of the land. And so we do life. Oh yeah. Okay. Ha! Ha! Echo. Called now to follow Jesus our brother, who gathers his children just like a mother, tenderly holding this new creation, making and molding a new holy nation. My turn. Walked by the water and given our name, moved by the Spirit, revived by holy flame. Ha! Ubuntu, Ubuntu, sharing our visions and dreams. Ubuntu, where justice flows like a life-giving stream. The people together, joining our hearts and our hands to welcome the stranger and cherish the friend and to work for the peace of the land. And so we do life. Ooh, yeah. All right. Last verse. This is our vision. Life's in the sharing, holding back nothing, dreaming and daring to live this communion. Breaks us and binds us, holds us and heals us, frees us and finds us. God give us courage to do what we say. God give us strength for the living of these days. Ha! Ubuntu, Ubuntu, sharing our visions and dreams. Ubuntu, oh yeah, where justice flows like a life-giving stream. The people together, joining our hearts and our hands to welcome the stranger and cherish the friend and to work for the peace of the land. Whoa, Ubuntu, Ubuntu, sharing our visions and dreams. Ubuntu, oh, with justice flows like a life-giving stream. The people together, joining our hearts and our hands to welcome the stranger and cherish the friend and to work for the peace of the land. And so we do life. And there we are. What an hour it's been, my friends, meeting on this holy ground. I thank you so, so much. Some announcements to make before we quit. 2 weeks from today, we celebrate the 1-year anniversary of doing these concerts. Next week, my guest is Brian McLaren, noted author, speaker, teacher, lecturer, oh my goodness, friend, and songwriter. But don't tell anybody. That's next week. 2 weeks from now, our anniversary. What I really, really would like are stories from you about this year. What has been happening in your life since we started doing this? If you want to mention one of your favorite concerts, I love that too. But mostly, what's been going on with you? A story about an event or an incident or something you've learned, some insight. And I know we've got some really mighty insightful people on this program. Several hundred mighty insightful people. I'd love for you to message us. And if you get the gumption, send us a little video of an event or a story, and we'll figure out a way, maybe, if we can, to put it on the show. But mostly, let us know what's been going on this year. We may pull back some clips from one of our earlier concerts. I don't know what we'll do 2 weeks from now, but we want to celebrate our 1-year anniversary of doing this stuff together. And then there'll be some interesting things going on during Lent and for Easter. So stay tuned for new developments, for new twists, new turnings in the road. I want to express again my deep, deep, deep gratitude for all the people who have donated to this work through interluderetreats.org. You know that Interlude sponsors retreats for musicians and conferences for songwriters and pastors. Interlude has also sent me to tiny, tiny, tiny churches. Interlude sent us to Africa, to Kenya a few years ago, and to Nigeria several years before that. Interlude is sponsoring all of these concerts since we're not traveling. So if you want to donate to this work, go to www.interluderetreats.org. There's some videos there telling you all about what we do at Interlude. I hope you'll watch those. I have a dream of doing something extended besides just the hour concert. I'd love to do some kind of a virtual retreat with all of us, but that's in the dreaming stage. I'll keep you posted. That's an idea that just came to me as we were speaking now. So I haven't even had a chance to begin to flesh it out yet. And Beverly's going, oh my word, what is he going to think of next? So there we are. And let's end like this. Love the friend and love the stranger all through the night. Be the shelter in the danger all through the night. Spirit, now your life surrounding. You are light, the night confounding. In your souls the song is sounding all through the night. Good night, Sonia. Good night, Beverly. Good night, Jacqui. Good night, John Boy. Good night, everybody. Be safe. See you next week.